今日咧係我哋係希望咧就係通過今日嘅呢個招待會咧，係介紹嚟緊一年我哋經貿處同埋其他嘅團體一齊合辦或者舉辦嘅一啲慶祝香港回歸10週年嘅節目。
咁啊，香港回歸10週年啦，有咩大變化？有咩政策？
其實香港回歸10週年咧，我哋睇到香港咧就喺各方面其實都好好嘅。譬如話我哋嗰個經濟活動嚟講咧，大家都有目共睹啦。最近香港個經濟係好繁榮啦，咁同埋同內地之間嗰個聯繫咧，亦都密切咗好多。一國兩制亦都成功咁落實咗啦。咁我哋希望通過呢啲活動咧，係介紹一下香港最近期嘅發展係點樣。
10週年一個大慶典啦，今年有咩即係10週年慶典活動？
我哋今年10週年咧，就其實我哋係舉辦咗超過40個項目嘅，咁同埋一啲團體，當然唔係我哋全部自己舉辦啦，我哋好多時候都同一啲團體一齊合辦啊，或者鼓勵佢哋去舉辦一啲項目啦，咁就超過咗40個，咁就內容咧就好廣泛啦，除咗一啲經貿活動之外咧，亦都包括有文化同埋體育活動啦。我哋希望通過呢啲活動咧，係將香港嘅精神咧係帶到嚟加拿大，俾加拿大嘅人可以睇到香港人咧係真係好，我哋有好有創意啦，同埋好拼搏啦。
有冇邊一類主題活動？譬如7月1號會有啲咩搞嘅
？7月1號咧，因為呢度同呢個 National Day 咧係撞到正晒，咁所以咧我哋就我哋啲活動大部分都係6月30號之前或者6月3號要舉辦晒，咁當然有啲咧就係7月1號之後嘅活動啦。咁但係7月1號本身咧，我哋就唔會特別舉辦一個項目啦，因為香港都有好多到時嘅慶祝活動咧。咁我相信好多香港人咧都希望可以留喺家裏邊睇一睇電視，睇下香港個慶祝活動係點樣。係明年就係豬年啦，我亦都係趁呢個時間咧喺呢度恭祝大家新年進步，萬事如意，恭喜大家！
因为我给朋友效果，因为这个东西你让别人
The year of 2007 carries another special meaning because it is the 10th anniversary of handover of Hong Kong to China. We all have different recollections of where we were on the handover day and what had happened then. I remember I was then in Hong Kong helping out in a series of handover activities taking place in different parts of Hong Kong. I'm sure many of you still remember vividly watching the telecast at a special luncheon at the Petro Toronto Convention Centre on the handover day, witnessing the handover ceremony. Almost 10 years have passed, and it was just like yesterday. We are glad that after many years, the Chinese community here in Canada remains its passion for and its close ties to Hong Kong. and they will be organizing a series of events to mark the 10th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to the mainland. Tonight, our director, Mr. Bassanio So, will be unveiling with the community a series of celebration activities to mark the 10th anniversary. Mr. So, as many of you know, has a very creative mind. Many of the activities are his brainchild. So without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. So to come up to the stage to say a few words to us. Mr. So.
Council General Madam Kang, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the New Year reception organized by the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office in Canada. Tonight's event is for us to get together to renew friendship and to meet new friends. As Francis mentioned, 2007 is a special year to the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region because we shall turn 10 years old on the 1st of July this year. We all have different memories about the Handover Day 10 years ago. I was then working in the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office in Belgium, organizing a variety of events in Europe to mark the return of Hong Kong to China. 10 years later, I'm in Canada witnessing a series of events. I have a problem with my hand today. To celebrate the 10th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. I still remember it well, the concern expressed by my interlocutors in Brussels many years ago about the one country, two system principle. They were concerned whether Hong Kong will continue to prosper in China's hands and whether it would lose its charm to become just another city in the mainland. But our successful implementation of the one country, two system principle and the remarkable performance of Hong Kong's economy have proved those doomsayers' assertions completely wrong. Business as usual is not a catchphrase, it is a reality in Hong Kong. It is true to say that there has not been a completely smooth sailing over the past 10 years. In fact, Hong Kong encountered a number of challenges. The Asian financial crisis in 1998, avian flu in 1999, and the SARS outbreak in 2003. Nevertheless, if the stringent support of the Central People's Government of China and the concerted efforts of the Hong Kong community, we were able to ride out those storms. In the aftermath of these challenges, Hong Kong emerged stronger and more united. We are now in our best ever shape since the handover. Our economy is booming thanks to better integration with the mainland. CIPA, the future agreement between Hong Kong and mainland China, and the new initiative to promote collaboration with the Pampanga Delta provinces are opening up a whole new spectrum of opportunities to our business community. In 2006, we overtook the New York Stock Exchange to be the second largest stock market in the world in terms of money raised, capital raised. The Hang Seng Index also rose to its all-time high of over 20,000 points a few days ago. Hong Kong is a special place and it breeds a special Hong Kong spirit, not just among the residents, but also in the visitors. Those who have come from Hong Kong still continue to identify themselves with the city and maintain the entrepreneurship, creativity, and dynamism typical of Hong Kong people. I'm therefore very pleased to see the support from the business, cultural, and academic sectors, especially the Chinese community here, in organizing over 40 events across Canada to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Hong Kong. As you can see from the colorful panels around us, the celebrations activities are as diverse as our society. They range from business promotion to academic exchange, from gala dinner to networking receptions, from cultural activities to sports events. And this list is still growing. We welcome input and suggestions from community leaders. Taking this opportunity, I would like to thank the organizers of these events for their support to our office and to Hong Kong. Without your support, our small office would never be able to embark on this great number of projects. I would also like to urge you all to take a look at the panels and participate actively in the celebration activities to come. Canada has very close people, cultural, and economic links with Hong Kong. It might be more than pure coincidence that we celebrate Canada's National Day and the establishment of Hong Kong's Special Administrative Region on the same day, 12th of July. Through these various activities, I hope we will be able to foster an even closer relationship between Canada, Hong Kong, and China. I look forward to seeing you all in the near future in these celebration activities, and thank you all for coming, and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sou. As he mentioned, Hong Kong has a very close relationship with Canada. I would now like to invite Mr. Darren Lee, MP for Scarborough Ridge River. Mr. Lee is also the Liberal Party GTA Caucus Chair, Associate Critic for Public Safety, and he is also Chair of the Canada-Hong Kong Parliamentary Friendship Group. I understand that Mr. Lee will be departing for Hong Kong soon, so may I invite Mr. Lee to say a few words to us?
And Francis, and you just about outlined my whole life history there. I want to congratulate the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office and its many friends and sponsors and those present here today for celebrating this 10th anniversary of the turnover of Hong Kong to the People's Republic of China. I do that, and I extend greetings today from all of my colleagues in the Greater Toronto Federal Liberal Caucus, and also the members of the Canada-Hong Kong Parliamentary Friendship Group. I guess I wear two hats. And I'm very pleased to do that. If you think back 10 years ago, that event in history accomplished something that perhaps a century previously might not have been accomplished and might have involved a great deal of conflict, maybe even leading to war. But as things evolve, the relationship between the People's Republic of China, the United Kingdom, and the many partners and associate states in the Southeast Asia region, the event happened quite seamlessly from my point of view, notwithstanding Basanio's suggestion that there were a lot of challenges. I'm sure they were. 30 years ago, in a building that doesn't exist anymore, about 100 yards from here, I had a law office, and so did Hong Kong, as a trade office. And I met the Hong Kong representative at the time. I got to know him quite well, actually. And my purpose in mentioning that is twofold. One, Hong Kong and Beijing have done a wonderful job of making sure that Hong Kong continues to thrive and be an economic leader in Southeast Asia and the world. And secondly, Hong Kong has always done an excellent job of making sure its economic role in the world and in Canada was well represented. And just as the building in which we worked has disappeared, it's an empty block now, it's under redevelopment just north of here on Bay Street, so Hong Kong continues to change, just as Toronto does. I'm told that Hong Kong changes in some material respect every 24 hours. And I know that it does. It just can't, it never stays the same. And it continues to be what we call Asia's world city. And so I'm very pleased to be here to celebrate what happened 10 years ago. Celebrate Hong Kong's role economically and culturally and otherwise in the world, and in Toronto is here. And I see the Consul General from the People's Republic here with us here today. So I do that as a parliamentarian and chair of the Canada-Hong Kong Parliamentary Friendship Group. Congratulations, and thank you for letting us participate today.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. The return of Hong Kong carries not only significant meanings to Hong Kong, it also marks a new chapter in the history of China. So may I now invite Consul General Madam Chen Xiaoling to come up to stage to say a few words to us. Thank you.
Very happy, delighted to be here. This is really a special occasion. When I came in, usually we say congratulations. That was myself and congratulate the Hong Kong office and also congratulate the mainland China central government. So how do you? This is a holiday, this is a vacation. for Hong Kong and for mainland China. So I think that I would also play as one of the hosts today. And it's certainly right. Thank you then. Well, Basano is really a creative leader, creative mind, creative colleague, a good friend of mine. You all know that I'll be leaving Toronto very soon. I'll only have 2 weeks working here in Toronto. So today, really, really special occasion for me. I'm so delighted that I'm able to attend this first celebration of the 10th year anniversary of the return of Hong Kong to mainland China. And a little bit of regret, really regret, because a lot of panels there, a lot of activities will be going on here in Toronto. Concerts, gala dinner, and many, many more. Yet, I mentioned to Basano that I'll be celebrating this, enjoying this through website, through some of the news, and then I'll be in Beijing, in headquarters in Beijing, celebrating together with you people here. Basano just mentioned his wonderful speech, many of the changes, agreements, achievements which made in Hong Kong after those 10 years of to return to mainland China. He mentioned those, after the economic crisis, the financial crisis, and then to SARS. I still can remember at the time I was in Beijing headquarters. We were really joyful for the return of Hong Kong to China. This is a really great chapter, which is a new chapter in China. It's not only for mainland people, mainland China, not only for the people of Hong Kong, but overseas Chinese present here today, present here in all parts of the world. Because that page is a bright, bright day, which turned over, which more than 100 years ago, a history which hurts in the heart. But then when you open this new chapter, only 10 years, you see great changes, you see great improvement. When I was standing down there, I saw this wonderful picture here. I wouldn't mention more because Basano mentioned a lot about the progress, the achievements made. I just feel it, and we can feel it by our hearts. Hong Kong is even more brighter than before, 10 years ago. At least you can see more fireworks every year during the Christmas time, during the New Year time, during the National Day celebration, during whatever the occasions. And you see a lot of people, not only from mainland China, pouring into Hong Kong to do shopping and to do the economic operations. Then you see people from all the world pouring into Hong Kong. That change would be continued. That change will bring our hearts, our minds to see what a great future in Hong Kong, in China. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoy my work here in Toronto, especially I have a very, very close and nice cooperation with Basano, with the colleagues in Hong Kong Trade Office. I really, how should I say, if I would choose, I would like to work here a bit longer. Basano, from his approval, he will stay here for more longer time. But the central government wouldn't let me stay here longer. So congratulations for this, for you. But for my job, I will be working together with mainland China for the continuing development of Hong Kong, of mainland China, of overseas relationship between the community and mainland China, between Canada and China. And allow me a few words in Cantonese. 好耐都講廣東話，我知道即係學香港好多朋友咧，就係而家普通話講得幾好，但係因為我要走咧，就好想講幾種廣東話，好少得離開大家，因為香港咧回歸之後真係變化得好大好大。同我哋多倫多嘅我哋香港社會嘅朋友努力貢獻真係分唔開。作為就係中央政府嘅代表咧，真係我好感謝大家，因為我香港係一個香港人香港，一個中國人香港。今日咧係10週年嘅紀念，第一個節目，就係我好榮幸參加今日嘅第一場10週年嘅慶祝。所以咧，即係我諗咗，雖然有好多好多形象嘅地方，我唔能夠參加好多嘅呢個慶祝嘅 宴會啊，或者好多 event。但係咧，我作為第一場嘅參加者咧，我好高興好榮幸，再次感謝大家。就係之後咧，就希望真係有機會多見面。謝謝大家，真的是很捨不得離開大家。
I am sure you'll be well remembered by the Toronto community for your hard work in building up the Hong Kong and Chinese community here in Toronto. So thank you very much. The formal proceeding of this evening is now over.
As a PR person of the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, this is my most important moment. I'd like to invite the event organizers in Toronto to come out to join our VIP guests here to join the Samuel for our opening ceremony. The first one I would like to invite is Mr. Ken Wang, representing the Bohemia Board, the president of the Center for Information and Community Service, CICS. And next is our very major business event, our screening strategy for Canada, the National Business Forum organized by the Hong Kong Canada Business Association. The founder of the association, Mr. Bob Baum, and Mr. Len Crispino, the president of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce, which is a great supporter of this event. Len and Bob, would you come out to take part in the ceremony? I'd like to invite Mr. Li Ying, representing the Netherlands Music Foundation. The Asian Institute of the University of Toronto is organizing two major events for us. One is called From the Queen to the Chief Executive to review Hong Kong film 10 years after the handover. And the second is an open lecture series on Hong Kong. I would like to invite Dr. Joseph Wong, the head of the Asian Institute, to come out. Dr. Joseph Wong. And there is a performance called The Enchanting Color of China, the Pearl of the Orient by the Orient Dance Company, Katie Liu. Yeah. And the next one is the Hong Kong City Choir's performance to be organized by the Toronto Chinese Artists Society and the Chinese Culture Center of Greater Toronto. Mr. Liang He and Dr. Minta Chang, please. The Hong Kong Cup International Table Tennis Tournament. I would like to invite the coach from the Chinese Canadian Table Tennis Association, that is Sun. The Hong Kong Cup Soccer Tournament to be organized by the Chinese Soccer Association. The president, Mr. Jie Zhanhuan, you all know Edmund. The Hong Kong SAR 10th Anniversary Golf Tournament to be led by Frank Montero Frank of the HCDA. Yeah, the 5 decades under the Lion Rock photo exhibition to be organized by the Chinese Canadian Photo Society of Toronto. The president, Mr. Liu Zhengchao, is here. An exhibition of paintings and sculptures by Canadian Hong Kong artists to be led by the artist Stephen Yao Stephen. And the in-campus activities to be organized by the Chinese Students Associations in major universities in Ontario. Thomas Chong of U of T is going to represent them, Thomas. We better give the long one to the ladies. Yeah. For those holding the shorter one, just twist it according to the direction of the start of the arrow. I will be counting from 1 to 3. I will count to 3. Yeah. Twist it. Yeah. Yeah. At the same time. Okay, I will be counting 1, 2, 3. So, second chance for the photographers. Yeah. Would the volunteers again?
Okay, so I will be counting again. Get ready. 1, 2, 3.